This building on Victoria Avenue in the Adelaide Parklands was formerly the smallest police station in South Australia. It only had a charge room big enough for 2 or 3 officers acting as water police, with a double holding cell to hold troublemakers attached to a small exercise yard. It was built in 1928 in a Spanish mission style, which had a brief vogue during the interwar years. It has a hipped Marseille-clad tiled roof, wrought iron window grilles and scalloped parapets. There was an earlier wooden structure on the site constructed in 1881, which was condemned in 1904 and demolished. Complaints soon arose that as soon as the police were not around, problems escalated. Although it was planned to replace the old structure immediately, the Water Police's temporary stay at the North Adelaide Police Station lasted for almost a quarter of a century. The role of the Water Police was to keep order on the River Torrens, its banks and nearby vicinity. They were responsible for boating licences, preventing theft from rowing clubs and boathouses, and protecting the black swans which lived on the river. They were also on hand to assist at the nearby Adelaide Oval should they be required. Activity on the river increased from 1881 when the Torrens had a weir constructed, which changed the small river from a seasonal stream into a year-round lake. During the 1920s there were 120 hire boats on the river. Many of the boats used to be built on the riverbank. The last boatwright, H. Launder, was still making skiffs until the early 1940s. Sadly, it also quickly became a spot for people to end their lives by drowning themselves, and it fell to the police to recover these bodies. In 1949, Sergeant North said that usually 12 people a year drown themselves, but that in the past year only half that number had, and it appeared the Torrens was losing favour for that particular grim activity. The river continued to be a popular dumping ground of stolen objects. Police had dredged up typewriters, motorcycles, bedsteads, even a wooden leg from the muddy bottom. The police ceased to use the building in 1956. They still retained the job of inspector of boats and keeper of swans until the 1970s, when these duties passed to the council Parklands Rangers. Today the heritage-listed building is used by the Adelaide City Council as an office and store for parks and gardens officers and parking officers.